It's the Luke and Pete Show. Luke, I'm going to start this show like this. The Luke and Pete Show. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Would you like to know the what three words? We're back on what three words, people. The what three words of the part of the country to the meter where I enjoyed my first game of Hero Quest on the Amiga, let's say.
But when you spunked.
Hunter Tubes Town.
That's your first spunking destination.
Halfway between Fawns Gums Cove and Hunter Tubes Town. So there's a lot of words in there that kind of refer to it a little bit, I think.
How are you doing this? Have you got it online? Have you got
if you just search, if you just go on your computer and go what3words.com, you can type in your old address.
Okay, I'll do mine.
You can just enjoy what three words. Oh yeah, so you're going to do your what three words for your first.
Yeah, because it would have been in the house like rapping, right? So I can't expect the exact time or whatever. So, wow, this is a weird one.
Is this where your parents still live?
No.
Right, okay.
I wouldn't do that to them. They're disappointing enough in me. It's Month Gangs Bats.
Month Gangs Bats.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Let me have a look. So quite close to that is Spice's Froth Glaze. That's also your house.
Yeah.
And Battle Belt Fortunate. They're all. Why do they all sound like euphemisms for wanking?
They sound dirty.
Popped copper, proven.
They all sound dirty, don't they?
They all sound dirty, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Blast. By the way,
blast forces fend.
By the way, you know when a week or two ago when we asked you to name 10 American men.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of people
we're going back to that.
A lot of people are very excited about that.
What do you mean? As in, like they enjoyed
great content.
They enjoyed the majesty.
Just great content.
They enjoyed the magic.
Clearly losing his mind in real time.
Gaining his mind, gaining his memories, and gaining his mind. I think
gaining his mind eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So someone said in 50 years, social historians will endeavour to pinpoint the moment that the phenomenon of podcasting as a medium peaked. The answer we found: the second Pete answers utters the words Stephen Mulhern.
Oh dear!
Absolutely outrageous.
Can I review your house? I can't, can I? Your old house.
Yeah, you can have a look at it.
You can look at it on no. I mean, as in like you know, like in TripAdvisor where you can review a house. Sort of say, you had a driveway?
No, it didn't have a driveway then.
What?
No.
What was there then?
Just
a little garden.
Just a minimal front garden. Yeah, the driveways on that street now they've all been kind of carved out of the old front gardens, and it's a mad system they've got down there now. Because I've been down there fairly recently. What they've done is they've taken a kind of minimally sized front garden, basically patioed it.
Yeah,
and then they've used half the pavement as the driveway. So basically, it's really difficult to even walk down the street now.
Oh, right, because people have long cars now, don't they? It's like kind of stuck, like the back end of cars are just sort of stuck out, aren't they?
Yeah. So it's
you got. It's really hard to get a drop curve. The people who owned the house before us, this bloke, he was just trying it on all the time. I think I spoke about it before, but he paid the local somebody from the council $1,000 under the table,
really,
to get a drop curb kind of driveway on the front garden. It's not big enough for a mini. Like it's not big enough for like one of those little K cars.
Also, do you know how much it is in my council to get a drop curb? Guess how much it is? Have a guess. Fuck, I can't believe it.
I reckon it's like $3,000.
$3,000 is right.
Yeah, but it's,
and you've got to do £475 for an application fee, which is non-refundable.
Nothing makes sense in that kind of world. Like I got a year's worth of garden collection, £80. I'm like, that's an absolute dream. They come every Wednesday.
Value.
They
that's
come
value.
more.
They're coming anyway. They're coming anyway.
But they come every Wednesday, and I'm like, well, I've like, can you not just take some of my other stuff as well?
Yeah,
hide it underneath the garden stuff, nappies.
We have created kind of a really interestingly complicated society for ourselves. I felt this when I was doing fighting talk last Saturday with Rick, and I was asked something about subscriptions to streaming services.
Right.
And so I wrote it out, like what you have to do just to watch a game on TNT Sports on either your laptop or your mobile now, right? And I mean, I'll read it to you here. So basically, you need a TNT Sports subscription, which used to be called BT Sport. But to watch TNT Sports, you need to use the TNT Sports app because that replaced BT Sport, even though you still get the bill from BT Sport. And then they announced they've changed that and you need to download the Discovery Plus app, something that you also pay for separately because it's got other content on it as well.
Yeah.
And then
Amazon are involved, aren't they?
No, but just as you got used to that, they then announced it's on HBO Max now, which you don't have to pay for because you get it free with your Sky subscription. So like that's all happened in the last 18 months.
Yeah. I just absolutely what it feels like everyone's kind of little fiefdom. They know which direction of travel this is. It's Fire Sticks and own clubs selling their own shit, or Premier League selling their own shit, and eventually, and they're just sort of trying to just complicate and carve everything out and get everyone into their own little world, and it's just not working, is it? It's just not working.
So
people have got too smart to it.
It's also so expensive. It's also really, really expensive, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a disgrace.
It's not as expensive as a dropped curb, of course.
No, that would. That's not good.
There you go. The other thing that caught my eye recently was, did you see Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder?
Having their old man scrap.
Yeah, Derek Chisora arrived at the press conference on a tank with Nigel Farage.
Yeah, that was a. Why do people? Bearing in mind that even Nigel, like, if you're kind of watching the news, like, you must know that there's a Rupert Lowe in town, and he's the cool new enfant terrible of
Which
the right wing.
Tells you everything you need to know. He's been a laughing stock in Portsmouth for 40 years.
Yeah, but so you know that Nigel Farage isn't the hot shit kind of little kind of like because of Farage's kind of connection to Trump. He's seen as being a bit old and fuddy-duddy now. So like, why would you choose that one over some idiot who runs for that other party that people seem to like at this moment in time?
But I think Derek Chisora genuinely is friends with Nigel Farage.
Right, okay. I just think...
and Rupert Lowe's older than Nigel Farage, by the way.
Yeah, but like, that's what I mean. But like, yeah, it's ridiculous. But people... I mean, the way he talks with that accent... and I hear people in my life who talk about, or certainly people online that I'm sort of half familiar with, who talk about his stuff like he's, solving every problem they've got. And it's like, have you heard him? He's like he was a mad Tory forever. Everyone thought he was like you said, like he was a fucking idiot forever.
And now he's just managed to kind of called Rupert and being the chairman of Southampton.
Exactly. Jeez,
he said some amazing stuff when he was Southampton chairman. I think he was chairman. He was definitely one of the kind of owner types there. Right. Some of the things he come out with, I'm pretty sure at one point he said that he was pushed by a journalist when he was, like I say, involved in Southampton, and he like blurted out that he preferred hockey anyway. And he was the one who also got Clive Woodward in. Do you remember that story?
No, I don't remember that at all, really.
So
he was always floating around, wasn't he, Woodward, around them football teams, wasn't he?
Yeah, but because Clive Woodward was successful dealing the rugby team, Rupert Lowe thought it was a good idea to get Clive Woodward into some consultancy role for the football team, and he got absolutely hammered for that as well. Apparently he'd never seen a football match until he took over Southampton.
Didn't he sort of find success somewhere else? Didn't Woodward sort of find success with another football team? I forget.
Maybe.
I can't
remember. It doesn't matter.
Maybe.
I'm not very conversant on rugby. It's one of the few things I can't really talk about.
No.
Talk about anything else, Peter. Right. You just name it, I'll talk about it. It doesn't matter to me.
All right, that weird football that the Italian ruffians, the steroidy ruffians do.
Oh, Calcio Storico.
Punchy. Yeah, the punchy rugby kicky ball.
Calcio Storico it's called, isn't it?
Sexy, isn't it?
Yeah, Bruno's nodding. Sexy. Bruno's nodding a lot. By the way, speaking of that, have you seen the Italian sandwich shop, the Florentine sandwich shop on the street of our office?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Have you seen how busy it is? My God, I walked past it earlier. There's about 50 people queuing outside it.
But it's probably one of the last kind of those kind of sandwich shops.
No, you're thinking of different. You're thinking of HT Harris. I'm not talking about that. There's one further down towards Oxford Street called Dal Fiorentino.
Right. Okay. What are they selling? Are they selling
this
some
very
delicious
specific
veal?
type of focaccia sandwich?
Right. Okay.
And everyone's all over it.
Do you know what I had for breakfast?
I would love to know.
Poutine. I had poutine for breakfast.
Oh my God. How's that even possible?
I've lost weight.
You live in
and
Essex.
I'm eating poutine for breakfast.
Where'd that come from?
On the way home from where I was a little while ago, I sort of I had it for breakfast at some point in the deep and distant past. But it surprised me how filling it was and how I didn't need to eat for the rest of the day.
I mean, it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious.
It's absolutely delicious, but it is just balls of like squares of cheese and chips and gravy and maybe some onion, some pre-dried onion.
Marcus and I were reminiscing about this the other day, talking about how we had poutine before we did our live show in Toronto that time.
Very nice. Lovely.
Also, I'll ask you what I asked him. Do you remember when we were in Chicago and all the Chicago listeners taking us to that bar and making us drink Malort?
Yes, yeah. The old lady kind of herbal drink, isn't it?
Yeah, that is one of the most challenging alcoholic drinks I've ever drunk in my life.
It's like it's just Jägermeister, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's I looked it up. It's much worse than that.
It used to be in like an old lady's kind of like health elixir kind of drink, didn't it? It was quite boozy, and then I think a young person just inherited a marketing account that nobody else wanted, I think, and he just went, "I'm going to make this really popular," and he just basically sold it to hipsters, and then now it's the hipster drink of Chicago.
Right, that's
delicious though.
But Jägermeister,
delicious in a way.
Jägermeister comes from just like herbs and botanicals, right? Whereas Malort comes from wormwood, apparently.
Right. Okay. What's wormwood? Is it wormwood?
No
wormwood?
idea.
No, wormwood.
But it tastes
wormwood
like
scrubs.
It tastes like wormwood.
Like
trust me.
It tastes like wormwood. It tastes like the chemicals you put on wormwood to kill the worms. One would suggest.
Yeah. But I would say Chicago was even colder than Toronto, right? Or was Toronto really cold? I can't remember. It was fucking freezing there. We
didn't get much time in Toronto. I had a little bit of time for some poutine at the airport, and I was out of there pretty much.
Where'd you go?
To Chicago. We only had a little bit of time in
I must be thinking of Chicago.
Canada.
I must be.
And then we flew to Chicago. We had a bit more time in Chicago. I remember I had a Mexican in Chicago. When in Rome.
I think it's generally accepted that the Mexican food gets worse the further away from the border you get. So Chicago must be pretty bad.
I guess so. Yeah,
and they did that.
But that's about as far.
That mad pizza as well, don't they?
Which one's the mad pizza?
It's like a really deep dish.
Chicago.
The
deep dish.
Yeah, like tastes like a pie, basically.
It's a pizza pie. Yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
Because I remember telling Sam that the wrong room number of our hotel when he was bringing me a pizza on purpose, and he knocked on the door of a different hotel room.
That's bad. You're seeing yourself off there.
Why?
Sam's a lovely lad. Sam's a lovely bloke.
It was a funny joke.
He's a titan of industry, and you are doing a trick on him.
Oh, yeah.
But you're losing out. You're missing out on the pizza.
No, because I basically went out and got him afterwards and said, ha, 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 like Nelson from The Simpsons. which is probably not too dissimilar to my personality.
The problem is with your pranking.
I don't do pranks a lot, do I?
You do. No, that's the problem. You've got it in you, and you do it. You need to do more pranking to remind people that you're a pranker.
What?
Yeah,
it rhymes with pranker.
Yeah,
what pranking
you're always doing that.
What pranking have I done to you over the years?
You've not done many pranks because you think I'll cry. But you did a prank on some people in the office quite recently. And I remember thinking, that's a proper prank, that.
What did I do?
That's naughty.
Oh, I told Tom that...
Look at his little face. Pleased as punch.
I told Tom that someone was really pissed off with him, didn't I?
That's right, yeah.
And he had to go in the other
really
office
pissed off
and say sorry.
Yeah.
And when he went in there and started talking, the guy was like, what are you talking about?
The guy, Marcus.
It was, I can't remember.
Angry.
Was it Marcus?
It was Marcus. It was Marcus. Yeah.
That was good. That was great fun.
It was good. It's good. It's lovely fun.
I don't mind being pranked. I'm happy to be pranked.
All right, open season on pranks. If you see Luke in the street, give him a good old pranking. That's what I say.
Punch me.
Punch him. Yeah. Punch him with the prank.
Oh, by the way, speaking of being out in the street, have you seen this new line bike's been launched?
What?
There's a new version of a line bike that's been launched. Charlie was telling me.
How
about
hard
it
are they
earlier.
being launched? How quick are
physically
they?
launched.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a new line bike design, Pete, that's been rolled out.
What new lime bike? I've got two keyboards connected to my computer. It's very exciting. I feel like Jean-Michel Jarre.
Totally unnecessary. It's supposed to be like a lot more kind of lightweight and easier to ride. Yeah.
They've gone for like a Brompton kind of style of bike, haven't they?
It looks like the smaller wheels, yeah. I'm interested to try it.
Lower crossbar as well for...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I will get a line bike home later and hopefully get one of the new ones.
Where have they hidden the battery? They've hidden... Is it because people... Oh, no, I can see the battery in the back. It takes the same battery, guys. It's backwards compatible. Wonderful. Big fan of that.
Apparently it's much easier
Lovely.
to park as well.
Right, okay.
Are you still a line
Easy
bike
to
lad?
park. Yeah, I'm a line bike lad. My last line bike was cycling from work to Fenchurch Street. The whole thing, the whole distance. Went the whole hog.
How long did it take you?
About like 20 minutes. Like scooting around.
Because have I told you about my total distance on line bikes now?
What, does it give you a score?
Yeah, guess how many kilometres I've done?
Let's have a look here. I reckon you have done I reckon you've done about 600 miles.
It's in kilometres. So what would that be? 1,000 kilometres? Yeah. Pretty much. It would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your guess?
Maybe. Yes.
Try 5,072 kilometres.
Fucking Nora, that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't mess around, man.
Oh yeah. No, mess around. Do you want to know how many mine is?
Go on.
143.3 kilometres.
That's not a passion for the line. I don't think you can call yourself a line bike lad if that's what you're doing.
That's 166 rides. That's between 166. So it's less than a kilometre per ride. Lazy
so you're
shit.
using it for what it's probably meant for, whereas I'm using it for far longer journeys. I mean, the longest journey I've done.
You're a truck driver, basically.
I feel like I am. I line biked all the way home from Wembley Stadium once.
Right. Okay.
After the Oasis show, it took me about an hour and 15 minutes.
You shouldn't be right. You will have had beers.
I had about 5 pints.
I just always think there's too many high-sided vehicles in London to fall under and pop your head under a wheel.
It was about by the time I got out of Wembley, it was after the Oasis show actually. By the time I got out of Wembley, it was about midnight. There's a lot of parks, a lot of cycle track. You know, it was fine. It's actually fine.
It's fine. It's broadly fine. Absolutely fine. Yeah.
And
did you put one of those? You know, like in sometimes you'll see when you've got like in countries that have quite strict helmeting laws, they'll put like a big watermelon on their heads to sort of go, I've got an helmet on, you can't say I haven't got a helmet, but it's actually just a watermelon. I reckon they'd be quite protective.
I always remember in Naples when we were there, I think the law says they have to wear a helmet, but it doesn't say where. So a lot of the lads are on their mopeds with just the helmets on their arms.
Jesus Christ.
And it's like, that
seems like a loophole that people will
it's totally unnecessary. Just put it on your head.
Yeah, just put it on your head. You're already carrying it. It's a pain in the arse. Yeah, it's like Cambridge United and their little weird knee balls they do.
What's that?
It's like Cambridge United are famous in the Football League for doing back passes to their goalkeepers by sort of half kneeing the ball to them.
Right.
So they knee the ball back to the Cambridge United goalkeeper. And they're famous for it and criticised for it. It looks really stupid, but they're the only team that seem to have employed this ridiculous tactic.
I didn't even know about it.
I don't think it's legal in the Premier League, so they can't be promoted.
I'm not sure that's true. I don't know if any of that's true.
Some of it will be true. All right.
That's a
By the time this show comes out, some of the loopholes will be closed. Who knows? Who knows?
Do you remember back in the day, Peter, one of the things that I would say launched
God, no. God, never.
No,
never.
Listen,
never ask me that question again.
No, you do remember this. This is what launched you into the minds of many football fans.
Right.
When you when you just casually announced that a while back you had applied for a patent for an infant chip bowl helmet.
Yeah, okay. A little bit of ramble law.
Yeah, do you want to give people just a quick précis of what it was?
I thought as a non-father, I thought that when people had babies, you would always have the baby on like your lap while you're watching television, which isn't an untrue statement. I think a lot of like very young babies,
sleep a lot,
night feeds and stuff like that. They sleep a lot, and you do night feeds while you're watching a bit of telly. And I just thought the design of like a helmet that you could put on. Speaking of helmet, you could put on the baby's head. And put like chips and dip in the helmet, so it could be like you could be feeding the child, but also feeding yourself in the twilight hours. So
you're feeding the child, but you're not feeding the child the chips. Crucial.
No, it's just a bowl for potato chips and dip. I realise it's not particularly anglicised. It's a ball on a child's head that you can put food in.
Hence the infant chip ball helmet.
The infant chip ball helmet.
And you applied for a patent
design.
for that.
Applied for
and
a
what was
patent.
The result?
They wanted more information. I can't be asked for that. If a crude drawing of an infant's head and a ball on the infant's head isn't enough, I'm sorry.
I reckon you could have got the patent.
Maybe, potentially.
And
but then people kept sending me pictures of in the middle aisle of Aldi. There was this kind of like American football kind of helmet with a ball built into it. So it was a ball on it, but it didn't really work as a helmet, I don't think, anyway.
Well, the reason I'm bringing this up is because our friend Jeff, Jeff Webb, has emailed in saying that at Texas Rangers in the Major League Baseball, they now sell a nacho sombrero. Where it's essentially a 26-inch wide sombrero, which is a wearable dish composed of a big fried flour tortilla, and the brim is layered with refried beans, cheddar cheese, jalapenos, guacamole, sour cream, pico de gallo, black olives, and shredded lettuce. Then the crown of it is topped with tortilla chips for dipping. So it's actually kind of still being rolled out, and I feel like you might have missed an opportunity there.
But wasn't that a thing that would be sold? The kind of tortilla sombrero was something that was sold at baseball matches back in the day, because I remember Homer Simpson he would sing Nacho Nacho Man, and he had a nacho.
With Flanders,
so I think that was a thing that was always existing. I would say that, like, you know, you go to American sporting events, and I'll probably experience this at WrestleMania, but like happening as pretty much as we speak tomorrow, as this show comes out. I think probably not, probably yesterday. I don't know. But doesn't matter, does it? And congratulations to the winner, John Cena, the retired John Cena. I think American stadiums have got it right. People selling peanuts and candy floss and beers in the stands should be something that we adopt, because the put upon staff at the concession stands in modern British stadiums, it's not good enough. They're too put upon. The queues are too long. We need people selling beer, and their beer should be. And
well,
beer
you can't
should
drink
be allowed
beer
to be
in
drunk
front of a football campaign now.
It's a disgrace. It's an absolute
that is a disgrace, by the way.
It's an antiquity. It encourages people to overcompensate by drinking too much before they, at half time, and also before the match. And people just turn up absolutely pissed. And you're not going to stop people fucking doing the old packet, are you? So that's the real problem, drug, one would suggest.
Have you seen that guy who goes around the world reviewing packet?
I have seen. He's
great.
He's great. He's like, it's Scottish bloke, Scottish lad.
I mean, for those people who indulge in that kind of thing, I'm not here to judge.
Ideal, absolutely ideal.
It's a genuinely helpful service.
Good service. Start an app, sir.
Yeah.
He's like the proper influencer that will never be able to be monetized on any platform.
I know.
Because he just goes
it's
around
a fool's errand.
You get to favela in Brazil. That's where you're going to get the best packet.
£1.50. £1.50
for fucking. It's going to blow your fucking socks off.
But going back to the Texas Rangers nacho sombrero, the thing that I found interesting about it when I kind of investigated the product in more detail was that it's absolutely ideal to buy that, and then you put it on the head of the person sitting in front of you, because it's much more convenient. Okay. So I don't know what you do. You maybe sweeten the deal by buying him a beer or whatever, saying that you need to put his hat on so I can eat, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to really see what I'm doing.
No, and I think I guess you'd have to ask those people to sort of get it. It would have to be like a Ponzi scheme. You ate from the helmet in front of you.
Yeah.
And then the other person, and the only person who misses out is the guy. The king is the guy at the back. He got in from the ground up. The guy at the bottom, he's not got a hat to. He's going to have a common or garden bag of potato chips.
It's almost like it's only if you were to seize the means of production, so to speak. It's almost the most Marxist sports snack you could think of. If everyone gets everyone feeds from the person in front of them. We're all sated. Everyone gets what they want. And then, like you said, the guy at the back, I guess he's the king among equals, because he hasn't even got to wear one.
No, exactly. Yeah.
In an ideal world, they would form a chain around the world.
Yeah,
of nacho sombreros.
Everyone's just eating shit, apart from the people who are like wheat intolerant and stuff. I imagine.
They always get in the way, don't they?
That'd be a problem.
I mean, that's
they should have their own island.
You can't move these
They're on an
days.
island where they eat the wheat intolerant stuff.
But by the
wheat-free
way,
stuff.
speaking of islands, that's obviously reminded me of Epstein Island. I don't know if this is true, but you see the Kanye West being banned from the UK thing?
Yes.
Did you see that he tweeted, "Oh yeah, ban the only billionaire that wasn't in the Epstein files from the UK"? Did he actually tweet that? Because you can't tell with Kenya if it's real or not. But I think he might have tweeted that in response.
Yeah, I feel like that was. I feel like that. I mean, he played Madison fucking Square Gardens. They always have wrong under there, don't they?
Who are you thinking?
Madison Square Gardens. Yeah.
Who are you thinking?
I'm sort of thinking. Did Louis C.K. come back to Madison Square Gardens to do a gig? He certainly did before.
Why are you saying Madison Square Gardens?
Was it Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, fine. I'm sure there's more gardens there. There's probably another Madison Square Gardens. That means gardens, isn't it? It's garden. If you have a garden, is what I've got. That admittedly is absolutely paved to within an inch of its life, and a couple of planters. I've got a garden, but like when you've got that amount of size, a garden can only be a certain amount of size. So it should be Madison Square Gardens, I think. Actually,
sorry, mate. You were right all along.
What?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
What?
Oh, by the way,
what?
Producer Bruno's asking me to get a review from you of
Hang on.
What the fuck is that?
What? It's the Lukey has admitted on a podcast that he got something wrong instead of waiting until like a coward until the next show.
Sarcastic. I was right. You were wrong. Peter,
I can't take that back now.
We need to do earnest or irritating on the packet review man.
Oh, Ernest.
You like him?
One job, yeah. Can I introduce another man to the mix?
But you just straight away, straight down the middle, Ernest.
Straight down the middle.
Service,
Ernest,
good content.
Great service, good content. He doesn't overstay his welcome. He's got things to do.
Yeah.
Good. God knows it. God knows he's energetic. Yeah. He can't sit still for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Who's the fella who?
I like how seriously the packet man takes it. He's really into it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, he's really good stuff. He is really, really good stuff. I can't remember I can't. There's a bloke basically who's got a matted beard who drinks his own piss, and he talks about his.
Is he in the room with you now?
Hole. Here he is, and yes, here he is. He's a fella who he's like a Canadian man, and when he talks about, he says beautiful like that. I think it's Will Blunderfield, I think his name is, and right. he is a disgusting creature. Yeah, he's a Canadian singer-songwriter and yoga teacher, and he's sung to Sony Music.
What's his name?
Mark William Kent Blunderfield. He's a yoga teacher. He drinks his own piss. He talks about his anus. He's always talking about getting his anus.
Oh, this guy's terrible. I've seen him. He's been in my timeline. Yeah. He is terrible.
He talks about just sucking men off to get their essence and their power and stuff like that. And he's just kind of like, he's a yoga guy, and he's foul, and he drinks his own piss on Instagram and stuff, and he's gone mad. But the thing that I find offensive about him is that he clearly doesn't wash his fucking beard. I don't care about whether you fucking, drink your own piss on camera. What I care about is that your beard looks like a fucking an otter's hair, an otter's fur. It is disgusting. An otter's pocket. It's disgusting. And so I don't have a problem with you doing all of the other dirty stuff you do, or talking about this and that. But I do find your beard rather unkempt and very greasy looking. So I wish he would just clean his fucking beard.
He's apparently part of this movement called the Manhood Academy, where
yes,
people, men. They quote. This is a direct quote. They platonically come together. Now, yes, I know a couple of guys at my uni who used to do that in their shared dorm room, and I feel like this is. I think Andrew Tate is about 3 months away from this.
From this, real circle jerkery.
Oh yeah, because everything else is gay, right? Women's the gayest thing. It's completely.
Well, speaking of like. Of a lot of men just jerking in a circle. I think I sent you a screenshot of a letter that I wrote my parents.
Oh, that was excellent.
Camp.
Let me read it. Can I read it?
You can read it if you want. Yeah.
You brought it up.
I went. Yeah, no, that's fine. I went to orchestra camp, Carlton camp, when I was about 13, maybe 12, 13, and I'd sort of got in with a bad gang or a good gang where some lads were. You can't say the guy's second name, by the way, on the letter. Okay. Some lads were really into
you don't use his second name, you just use his initial.
All right, fine. Yeah. Okay, right, okay. He will. They were into role playing and stuff, and not in a sexual way, in a kind of like the video game, it's sort of like tabletop gaming, Warhammer, all that stuff. Yeah. And I got into that gang, and did a bit of role playing and stuff. But they did punctuate the first session or the second session with them just fucking in a circle, just jerking themselves to a denouement, a finish.
How old were they at this point?
Well, they were a couple of years older than me. Maybe just a year older than me, but they'd clearly started, and of course, that's all you're doing at that point. But it was like 3 or 4 lads, I think, and I was the only one who was like, "Boys, please stop."
It sounds horrific, Peter. This is taking a real turn.
It's not. It's fine, but it's just what lads do, innit? But I just hadn't started yet, so I couldn't get involved, and probably wouldn't have.
This is before before the Hero Quest incident.
This is pre-Hero Quest, and it's rare that a horrific memory I find in my collection of my, what do you call it when you find someone's letters? The correspondence.
That might be too grand a term.
Lord Byron's correspondence. You find them.
Anyway, so you're away at this camp and you wrote a letter to your mum and dad, and I'm sure Bruno could put some kind of music
on the day that I saw 4 men wanking for the first time.
Not men.
4 boys wanking. Not men.
Yeah, that's going to be too much.
Men and boys. Okay,
yeah,
fine.
I would also like to add that...
that said, though, it was the sort of camp that was frequented by the Cub Scouts, so we can't rule it out.
So you sent me this letter at 11:15 last Thursday night.
I was having a deep... I took apart a cupboard that had a lot of shit in it, and I was surprised at the depths.
I'll be honest with you, I was about to drop off to sleep when I got this message and this photo message of your letter with the accompanying message. Interesting thing about this exact night of role-playing at orchestra camp was that Kay and his friends started wanking, and I was horrified. Yeah. It's like reading Neville Chamberlain's letter from Hitler. Dear Mum and Dad.
It was, yeah.
Have had an excellent day. Change your tune. Went walking, washed my hiking boots.
Yeah. Dubbing them as well.
And tonight we are having a role-playing game. By the way, this is from the name at the top is Peter Donaldson, place unknown.
Oh, mysterious. Mysterious.
The role-playing game is called Warhammer Fantasy Battle. Lights out timers at 10 p.m. We have to get up at 8, brackets spoil sports. I hope H, your sister, has lost her chicken pox. I'm writing this letter at 4:55. Well, I can say that. I hope Helen has lost her chicken pox. I'm writing this letter at 4:55 p.m. Kevin is talking about a load of gobbledygook. Yours sincerely, PD. Good to see the PD branding in there.
Yeah, exactly. Live the brand.
Were you doing the brand at that point?
I think I probably was doing the brand there at that point.
It really reminded me of Garth Marenghi.
Well, that Kevin was the ringleader. Terrible turn of phrase, but he was the ringleader of the whole endeavour. So,
and did you join back with the friends afterwards and witness yet more group?
No, they didn't do it again. Maybe they just felt free, and
like that's the ice broken.
First night's always
not sure about that Donaldson character. Seems a bit of a stick in the mud. That's probably what they're
furtive, a little bit furtive.
Yeah, exactly. First doing it on his own, does he?
Yeah, so good stuff. Anyway, right, that was the letter from Parts Unknown. We'll be back on Thursday. Feels like a Thursday.
Yeah, probably.
We'll if you've ever experienced group masturbation, do email @mopeatshow.com. If you've caused through general sexiness,
do you know the amount of I'm in the room with Bruno here, and you're not, and the amount of times
I can't see him.
Yeah, we need I've just producer Cam off mic him going, like that.
We need Bruno. None of that's coming out, mate. You can write down all the fucking time codes, but none of that is coming out.
Quick, reference it now again, so he has to edit it again.
What are we talking about? Group wanking. Stanley Gibbons. Why is Stanley Gibbons the stamp collector gone in my head? We didn't even talk about him.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. This isn't even an edit. This isn't like we accused Stanley Gibbons of some
you just took yourself to
impropriety.
fucking death row. Okay, I'll see you later.
Fire in the booth.